Adults, I am on 2 blood thinners. If that dog had hung on to me like he hung on to that little dog, I'd be dead. I'd have bled to death because my blood thin is so thin. Not to mention the bruises and everything else that would happen. So I would just as soon not see any pit bulls at all in the city and all dogs on leashes. Let's do what we need to do with this law. Thank you.
Thank you. Did you send Miss Baker in?
Yes.
She wants to come back, and that's not acceptable. Hi.
Yes, ma'am. Hi.
Hi.
Do you need some room?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Susie Baker, and I'm here on behalf of my mother, Nellie Clark, and I'm sure you all have heard about her sewer issue. I wanted to bring some pictures in case you all didn't see before. This is the result of the sewer backup that happened at her house. This is what happened the day when the sewer came in. This is what it looks like today. This is the downstairs of her house where the sewer drained through the ceiling. This is what it looks like today. And this is the mess that was left in the street. I took these pictures on the 21st of February. This all happened on the 2nd of February. So you can see it was left out on the streets for 3 weeks after the event. I'm very saddened that it has now been 2 months and my mother is still dealing with this issue. The stress that it has taken on her life, on our life. It's every day trying to figure out what's going to happen. She's broke out in a rash from head to toe, and I'm just very saddened by all of it. I don't understand why, if someone damages my property or if I damage somebody's property, I'm expected to pay for it. Why is it when the city damages my mother's property that no one is taking liability or expected to pay for it? I just hope that you all see it in your heart to help her fix her house. This is something...
Has she developed health problems out of this?
Wait. It's not interactive.
Yeah, they just get to talk.
I don't remember where I was going with this. Anyway, this is her house that she's worked for. She's lived in this city for 37 years. Coming from Berlin, Germany, this is all, she has built this house. This is what she's invested all of her money in. She's alone here, and this is where she was going to retire. And I don't want to see her house destroyed by something that was at no fault of hers.
Thank you.
That's all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We've seen your mom. She's next on the list.
Okay.
Miss Nellie Clark, for the record.
Hello.
My name is Nellie Clark. I'm here in the same issue addressing my sewage problem. I'm still waiting for somebody to help me by any means trying to get my home back together. It's all still in pieces. I want all of you to know that because it's been such a long time, I've never been able to leave my home. I want you all to see what the stress of nobody helping me has done to my whole body. It's not just on my arms, it's everywhere. It is, I'm needing help, and I'm hoping that somebody can just say, well, if that would have happened to my mom or to my aunt or to my sister, we would have done something to help her. And I can't understand why I'm getting treated differently than other people that live here. I mean, what's wrong with me? I'm paying taxes like everybody else. I've worked here for 37 years in restaurants, making money, and I just don't understand it no more. I mean, I still have a house to live in, but it's not a home no more. I mean, you walk in, you can still smell the sewage. I wish somebody would come and spend the night with me and find out what the smell is, because your clothes, your hair, it still smells. I had a company over there that was supposed to clean it, but when you get somebody there 3 days later, it's all soaked in the wood. And it doesn't matter what you do, how you sanitize it, how you clean it, it will always be there. It's taking the value away from a home, which the city took away from me because I invested 37 years into that home to make it wonderful, and in 10 minutes it can be destroyed and the value is taken away. Anyways.
You know you're on the agenda for tonight, for discussion.
I am?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. I didn't know that.
Yes, ma'am. We put you on there.
Okay. No, but when will that be?
It'll be in order. We've got a few to go through before we get there.
Thank
It'll be
you.
under new business.
Okay, so I better
Just hang
have
around.
some. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Dan.
Bo Satori.
My goodness, thank you. There's so many items I've forgotten what I was supposed to talk about. I like Thursday night meetings. It gives us a week to get all prepared, so I'm good to go for that. Dogs, I asked the woman who'd mentioned earlier about this dog owner getting numerous citations. I said, and then they paid a $100 fine on each one of them. She goes, well, no. Well, if they're waiving citations, you need to know about this sort of thing. If you've got a dog catcher that's only getting 10 hours of work a week, we need him to work 40 hours a week. So you might rearrange the ordinance where it's $100 for the first time, $200 the second time, and every time the dog is picked up, it doubles. And I guarantee you that dog won't get out anymore. And any dog, I mean, when 70 stitches, isn't that some sort of assault, vandalism, damage to property? I mean, there seems like there's a serious court case in there somewhere. But anyway, aside from that, and a lot of concerned citizens there, a lot of interesting things on your agenda tonight. I certainly can't begin to address them all. One of my concerns was with your commissions. All the commissions have been understaffed for the last couple of years, and that's a big problem. One of the biggest challenges I had as mayor was calling people up, twisting their arms, insisting that they get on the commissions. If you sit here and wait for people to bring you applications, nobody's going to show up. You have got to get out there and pursue people. I, as a matter of habit, ask people all the time, why don't they get on this commission? I've had people tell me, well, I took in an application there 2 years ago. I've never heard from them. People assume that once they brought an application in, that somewhere along the line, somebody's going to invite them to be on the commission. And that's not happening. Talked to a gentleman last night when I knew this was coming up. Charles Templeton, he's been here for 4 years. He said he'd be willing to serve on the HDC. I said, well, go put in an application. Well, you really have to get these people. There are people out there who would love to serve on this. And all of our commissions really need a lot of new blood. And so I would do everything I can to get some new people on there. I see that you have Richard Grinnell up here. If you remember, I had called the police on him for having meetings, illegal meetings outside the CAPC. I don't think he belongs on the HDC, CAPC, or any city commission. He's already proven himself unreliable. There are other people here. They've served the community in the past. Thank you very much, but we need some new blood. And I hope you'll make an effort to bring in new blood to these commissions. Other than that, thank you all very much for your services, and good luck with your agenda tonight. It's a big one.
Thank you. Karen Lindblad. Hello, Karen.
Hello. Hi, I'm Karen Lindblad, long-term resident of Eureka. First, I'd like to say that you do have a lot on your agenda, but I am definitely in favor of the land bank. I think that it would be a really good thing to get rid of some of the properties that the city owns that aren't being used and swap them out for hopefully larger areas around the springs especially. So I'd like to say that I do support that. I was told today that under the capital projects part of your agenda that a presentation is going to be made of the, I don't know what else to call it, but the hole in Basin Park. And I would like to ask that you do not allow that discussion to take place, since the public had no idea it was going to be presented under capital improvements, and I don't see how it can be a capital improvement since it is supposedly going to be privately funded. So I would like to ask that you table any discussion of that project until the public can be notified that it's going to be on your agenda. Because it really needs to be on the agenda so that people know, so that people can come to the meeting and say what they feel about it. The other thing is, I hope that you find some way to help Nellie Clark. I know Charlisa Cato had the same thing happen to her some years ago, and, you know, she told me about it, and it's awful. You can't live in your house. And I would say that it's probably not even healthy for Nellie to live there now. And I would like the city to be responsible for what the city does, because everybody else gets held responsible for it. So I hope that you can help her financially. Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, Karen.
Miss Barbara Harmony. Hi, come in.
Hello, good evening. I'm Barbara Harmony, and I'm the coordinator of the Springs Committee. I'd like to speak in support of the land bank and the loan of $5,000 toward the purchase of a significant property. As I understand it, money for the land bank fund will come from the sale of city properties. Some of the proceeds from the land bank will go for the purchase of properties that are important for the preservation and enhancement of the springs and spring reservations. The beauty of the gardens at the springs helps to bring attention for the preservation of the springs. Recharge areas collect and channel rainfall and snow melts. Many people do not realize that the recharge areas for the springs are larger than the reservations. With modern technology, we're able to be more exact about the spring recharge areas. If we wish to preserve the ancient spring channels, we need to protect the fragile limestone. In my opinion, the land bank will contribute greatly to this effort.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks.
That was the last person on public comments. Okay, next on the agenda is Commission Committee Authority Reports and Vacancies. Let's start with Mr. Levine. Yeah, come on in. You need this? You need this seat?
No, I'll just put it
Okay. Move everything out of the way. Get it? Is it going to fit?
There's my computer.
Yeah. Who are you?
I guess you're.
And before you start this, are you going to do this under your department head and wave